The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, yo.
Crap.
Good morning.
Good morning, mate.
What's happened?
I get
My
a snag.
chair is on my headphones.
Hang on.
Hang on.
Lutsy's
What's
being
going
carried
on?
in.
What's
Oh
going
no.
on?
Dave, it's going to be okay. It's all right, there we go.
Buzz and Nick
steady,
carrying
mate.
Luttsy
There we
in.
go.
Hang on.
What
Do you
is
need help?
going
I'll come
on?
over.
It's okay. Oh, shit. There we go. Thank you. That's okay.
If this is a bit, Nikki, I'm not in on
I
it
don't
either.
know what's actually going on. What if, and then he just stands up and adjusts his bag. Okay, so what's this about, Luttsy? Why did you
calf
just
injury.
get carried in by a bunch of men like you?
Calf injury.
A calf injury.
Yeah.
Oh, have you got one of those socks on, those athletic socks?
Got an athletic sock on.
What happened?
Athletes wear them.
You got carried in by Noel, Nick and Buzz
Yeah.
Just strained the calf at the gym.
yesterday. Doing what? What were you up to? Were you on the bike?
Pushing the sled.
Just being over 40.
Pushing the sled. Basically trying to do over 40, or under 40 exercises.
Over
And
40.
people know that I'm 40-something. It was in the
That's
paper.
deadly. You can't do that.
40-something. I know, stupid. Stupidity. Yeah. And
Are you actually injured, or was this
Mucky
just
was
your...
there.
is this-
No, it's dead set. I got a bat. I can walk.
Right.
Back.
Okay, you guys talk. I've got to try and retrieve
What are
my
you doing?
headset.
No, there's troubles everywhere.
Well,
this
Nicky
morning.
was in the middle of a drama, whole deal when
Oh, what happened?
when
So
you
I didn't
came
mean
busting in.
Didn't mean to override your drama.
Yeah, it was like, we're just dealing with that, and then all of a
I had
sudden
two
you
men
came in
carrying me
being charioted in. All right, well, let's deal with you then. Let's see. So what happened? You were pushing that sled. Did you
Yeah,
have
I'm
any,
doing the sled,
Did you have
which
any
is-
weight on it?
No, but, it's just stupidity. So I start just pushing, and if you push that sled, it gets your muscles going through the motion of running, which is what I want to do to get back on the track.
Yeah.
But then what's David do? David starts doing it's like three sort of reps. Bang, bang, bang. And I feel like I'm back on the track, back to the old days with Paul DeBella and Piercy and all those ones.
You were
Chrissy.
doing the bang, bang, bang with the sled.
Yeah, pushing the sled. And then
Yeah.
bang, 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 and then stop. And then bang, bang, bang. And then I go bang, 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 bang. 5. And I thought, let's do a whole run. Just bang, bang, bang. Let's just sprint. Pushing your sled.
But
Ridiculous.
you know what else pushes sleds? Huskies.
Huskies.
And they're not particularly bright either.
No.
What are
They're
you
a very
doing
dumb
to
dog.
yourself?
I know.
Don't-
Stupid. Just stupid.
So ha-
You tore the calf.
I
Tore
think,
it?
I think so. Feels pretty bad.
oh, really?
I don't know. Like I'm limping pretty badly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that's no good. And you still got your broken finger or whatever's going on with that dodgy middle finger.
Still got my finger, my back's crooked.
Have you seen a doctor about that dodgy finger yet?
God, no.
No. He's,
calf.
he's
He's too
wearing
He's too
hardware.
embarrassed to explain how he injured it.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Lutsy's Dream Reader.
Any dream will
That would be so much
What was
better
that
if
from?
Luttsy sang it.
Any dream will
Any
do.
dream will do. Was that from Jason's Technicolor Dream
It was
Code?
was it? Is that what it was? Or was it
You're a
an
big fan
ad?
of that shit. You,
What was it?
Joseph's Technicolor Dream
What did I say?
yeah.
Jacob.
Was that Jason?
Oh, no, because it was Jason
Was that
Donovan.
Jason
No, Jacob-
Donovan singing it?
Jason Donovan.
No,
Play
but
that
Jacob was Joseph's dad.
in
I
the-
don't
I think
know.
so.
That's a good
I don't
memory.
know the story behind it.
Jacob and Sons.
I don't know what
It's
you're
one of the
doing now.
songs.
But you're just singing a random song to me now. But,
I am. Should we go to the dreams?
Let's go to dreams.
can someone find out, was that
Someone-
Jason Donovan that was singing
Yeah,
there?
well,
Yeah.
I don't know, actually.
And you can lodge your dreams.
You can lodge your dreams online. How exactly? I did
Sounds
stumble
like
across
tax.
it.
Up with a Nova player,
Nova player.
If you want Luttsy, the Dream Reader expert, to
I think Nick sometimes puts up like a click here on our what is it?
Stories.
Ash, Luttsy and
You know,
Nicky Instagram.
It is Jason
Story.
Donovan. I've just looked.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
For clarifying that. Yeah. Right.
which is exactly what Stacey did at a
Okay.
Kalanga.
So Stacey's. Do you want to read it? Does someone want to read it? And then I'll.
Well, Stacey's there.
Yeah,
Oh, she's
Stacey.
here.
Yeah, just tell us the
Good
dream,
morning.
Stacey. What do you
What's
got?
Hey,
Dream.
Stacey.
Hi. So I keep having this dream, the same dream that keeps repeating over, of these horses just running after me in this field on the farm, and they just keep running after me. And I'm not scared of horses. I love them, but it just keeps coming to me, like with their whipping their hair, their tail, their mane at me, and just just keep running after me.
It's quite a
And I don't know.
it's quite a beautiful aesthetic.
Yeah, it feels like a perfume
Doesn't
ad.
it? Because given that you're not,
Yeah.
it's not as if you're getting chased down. You're
No,
actually, it's like dancing with wolves. You're running with the horses, kind of running with the
Yeah.
horses. So, I don't think there's anything sinister in that, to be honest with
Too
you.
much Daryl Braithwaite,
She
maybe?
says the horses are chasing her.
Yeah, but they're not in a scary way, right?
Is it scary?
No, it's not scary. I think when I was a little girl, like, they did run after me, so maybe it's like trauma coming back. But
So
they
it's
don't hurt me.
Okay, they don't
They're just
hurt
running
you.
after me.
And you're sort of in an open field?
Yes, definitely open field and the farm.
Yeah, I think that you mentioned the childhood thing. Maybe that's a traumatic thing that is driving or setting the scene of the dream. But I don't think that is the crux of the meaning of the dream. For me, that is more about space, like you needing space, and again, I'm not necessarily going down the relationship thing and in this particular thing. I'm thinking it's more work. I'm thinking with your running with horses, and this is recurring. I think in a work sense, you've got you need to be let to do your job or something like that. Where
She's got a lot on.
you need a manager to get the hell out of your grill and let you do what you do best.
Step back.
It's more that kind of vibe I'm feeling with you. It's like, let me do what I do. Let me run free.
Does this resonate at all, Stacey? Are you working?
Yes, I work in a chemist, but I love horses and I love animals, so I think that's my zen. So I feel like that's where I need to be.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like the horses are a metaphor for what makes you feel free and give you the space to do whatever you do. So for some reason, work was at the forefront of my mind there, but maybe it's another part of your life
Always is,
where
mate.
you've got to. Work, as you know, it's my bread and butter. But for you, Stacey, I think it's there's somewhere in there. It's like, but keep pushing. Just keep pushing the areas which make you feel free. Is I think the main meaning, and letting and surround yourself with people that allow you to do that.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Thank you.
And by the
She's a
way,
real dreamer, Stacey,
you get a ticket in the draw for the 100 million tonight.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Amazing. Thank you.
You owe us
Then you
30.
can buy a stud farm and just
until that
live your dream.
until that manager could go
Definitely.
himself. I didn't say it. I think I said it.
She probably is the manager, Luttsy.
Yeah, well, there's always someone above you.
Well, if you would like, we've got
We
another
got one more.
Yeah,
I'll take one more.
that was
That was
great.
great. There, you help them get
Glory.
that.
Victoria Wakely, good morning.
Oh, hi. How are you?
We're
Tell
good.
the
thank you,
Dream
Tori.
Master. Talk to the Dream Master. What have you been having?
This was a random dream 2 nights ago, but I basically found these 2 cats on the road. They were going to get run over, and I opened my car door and they jumped in, and not just 2 cats, but also like a hand-raised bird. Like, I can't think of what it could have been, like got little tufts on top of its head, and it was so cute. Anyway, I gave them to my mum to look after, and she took them to a shelter, and I was devastated because I was worried that they were going to get put down or whatever, so I wanted to go and get them. Anyway, I found out where she took them, and this is where I don't know what happened, but basically I went to go find them, but on the way there I also found a turtle and a chimpanzee. And
Geez, we're in a real animal theme here today. Obviously, you're an animal lover. I'm gonna presume. Are you?
no, not
really?
that much. I do love animals, and they are but it's not like I'm
Okay, so it's
in
not.
that field.
Okay, so it's not specifically animal. I think that. There's so much activity in that dream, and you
There's a lot going on.
remember so much detail of it that to me that suggests that Tori, that you feel like in your life that you're continually putting out spot fires, whether it's with kids or whatever. You've got a lot on your plate, and you're continually saving yourself. You're saving other people from potential trauma. Your mum's an interesting thing. That's interesting. There's something definitely in the daughter-mother relationship there that perhaps, I don't know whether when you were young, was your mother someone that really looked after you in that way, or do you feel like now you're giving back to your mother in supporting her?
Oh, yeah, that's so. My mum moved from South Africa about a year ago.
There you go. Yeah,
and,
okay. So there's a whole new.
God.
You're refining your relationship with her a little bit. Does she live with you?
No, but she lives close by, and I haven't had her for a long time.
So it's, without getting into specifics, it's
She
changed the
needs to move,
dynamic,
Luttsy.
hasn't it? I think.
Oh wow, yeah, that's so bizarre.
I think.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think Mum needs to move to the Sunshine Coast.
Do you think the bird that you saw
Just a
could
bit
have
of
been-
distance. A bit of distance.
I'll look after your mum. It's fine, Tori. I'll look after
There's
her
a bird
up there.
called the tufted finch. You might want to check that out. That might be the bird.
Do you reckon
from
that's the
your dream.
one?
Yeah. Well, it's got the tufts
And
on
what
its
does
head.
that mean? Does that bird have a meaning? Or does she just watch too many dodo videos before bed?
I don't think the animals are too
significant?
significant in the dream. I think it's more about the relationship with your mother there, and not saying it's a bad thing, but just saying that you're not the saviour. Mum needs to just find her own space. As much as it's wonderful to have her back in your life, Tori.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, if you want to be like
Thank you.
Tori and Stacey, jump on the Nova player. Lutsy's Dream Reader. Dreams.
And
decoded.
remind, he's credentialed too.
Oh, yes.
Arts humanities degree. Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Some big reminders overnight about just how dangerous the ocean is.
Perilous.
Oh my God, I feel so terrible for that family at Bribey that have lost their child taken by a
17-year-old.
shark overnight, or just
Oh,
about 5 p.m. a shark attack.
Awful.
Which is just awful news.
I can't cope with that. I can't cope with it because it's when the kids are your kids' age and it's where you go. I mean, we don't go to Warren Beach, but we're not far from there.
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
where is Warren Beach? Is it a part of Bribey?
I'm pretty sure it's the north end. It's
Yeah.
surf end.
Yeah.
So
So would that be the southern part of the Sunshine Coast? Is it or just
I don't know where the border is.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But all I know is that that's 3 tragedies on the coast now in a very short space of time. It's all teenagers just going out and having a good time.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And then in December 28th, there was a 40-year-old school chaplain. He was fatally mauled by a shark up off Yeppoon, which is just near Rockhampton there. There was a guy taken
off Rocky.
at Greenmount at Coolangatta, 2020.
Yeah, that scared the hell out of me, that one.
Someone
Nice
was
swim.
spearfishing off Indian Head at Gari. He was killed back in July 2020. And also in 2020, someone died after being attacked on the northwest island of Great Barrier Reef. We heard about that as well.
I know we've got nets in certain places, but they've got all this tech now, and they've got these little sonar things that kind of put out frequencies that sharks don't like. Shouldn't we be adopting a few more of those?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, Bribey. It seems like it's fairly remote there, is it? Like when I saw the pictures
pretty
of the beach,
untouched,
it wasn't
yeah.
like as if there's a whole well, I don't even know whether there's flags and everything. Is there or
There were flags there because I think I read that she was swimming a couple hundred metres
Yeah, I heard
away,
that.
away from the flags.
and 100 metres out?
100 metres out.
Yeah.
Which is always where the best waves are.
Yeah,
You always
well-
go just next to the flags. I shouldn't be saying that, but that's what we usually do. And also you're not getting hit in the head by kids on boogie boards.
Yeah, I feel like that whole issue of sharks is something that needs to be thoroughly investigated. Like start again and just get to the bottom of exactly how many sharks are out there. I know you talk to fishermen, and I speak to plenty of one myself. You go up to, I fish off 1770. It's a battle to get a fish up to the surface some days
Because
because
they get taken.
there's so many sharks around, and that's just something that fishermen, a lot of fishermen are saying. I can't speak for everyone, but a lot of the people I speak to are just saying that the sharks are a major problem, and I just don't know that we've got the right data and the right information to work out a strategy, be it through culling or whatever it might be, to try and increase safety.
Because we're torn in between being green and the whole that's their playground, not ours, and fatalities. Like how many, what's the number of fatalities before we start going, hang on, this is a real problem here. We're overrun.
Well, the other side of things is the crocodiles.
Oh, here we go.
It's not just the sharks who are the prehistoric
What was
creatures.
that overnight?
So Ash has been banging on for the last 2 weeks, since I've known him, about the Crocs moving south and heading towards us. And he said, they've been spotted at Maryborough. And then anyway, it comes out in the news last night, and he sends a text to the group message that there was a shark spotted near Rainbow
crocodile,
Beach.
crocodile.
Sorry, a crocodile
crocodile.
spotted near Rainbow Beach.
Yeah.
Which
that's
is
too
just near
close.
Noosa.
Yeah, like Maryborough is like still that a bit far away. The land a little bit far away.
Well, for me, it's not.
Well, well, true, but Rainbow Bay is. Rainbow Beach.
So
That's
in-
that's southeast Queensland for me.
Yeah, Inskip is just that, that little passage of water we went across when we went to Fraser or Gari. You just
Yeah.
that's Inskip there. So
There's
it's
Crocs there. That's crazy. At what point? At what point is this a problem?
well, I mean, if they come further down south. Although I literally just looked up that because I mean the worst thing would be if they came down, they're into like the southern part of Queensland, but it has happened before. In 1905, they shot a 3.8 metre croc in the Logan River.
That's mental. That was back
That's
when
between
there was
here
no
and the Gold
protections
Coast.
in place.
The Logan River.
Yeah, that's heavy stuff. That's a culture change. That changes the way we live our lives.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that changes going for a swim and that's like Rainbow Beach. Then you got the Noosa River and all that sort of area behind there where we used to be able to just swim.
See, I think once the cavoodle gets taken off Noosa, I reckon that's when people will be talking to people in power, and all of a sudden there'll be guns on
nothing
Noosa Beach.
against dogs, but you hope it's a cavoodle.
Yeah, that's true.
Seriously.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
We should mention we've got a big prize we're giving away today. $100 million. Well, it's not actually.
Seems a lot.
It's not actually $100 million. Alicia, what is it again? What's the big draw tonight? Jackpot?
The Oz Lotto is $100 million, and we're giving away tickets
yes.
to every caller.
Yeah. So if you get on the phone with us, 13 24 10, you'll get a quick pick into the Oz Lotto draw, and it's just the standard VIG applies.
That jackpotted from 70 mil last week, didn't it?
Yep. Up to 100. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our VIG in bookies terms, our VIG, our cut.
Oh, right, VIG.
Our slice of the pie,
If you win.
will be that extra 30 mil that was added on this night. So
Fair play.
We'll take that 30 mil.
And how do we then? What's the
We'll-
dealio with that?
Well, the four of us will be taking
It's
care
just the
of.
four of us?
Yes.
I'm glad you said 4 because I'm looking at Mitch and I was worried for a minute you would have cut Mitch out.
No.
But he's like, right there. Yeah,
There's a
no,
few
4 of
others
us.
listening right now. Around.
Yeah.
Traps are going, what's going on here? Legally.
Alicia's looking at us funny and
Yeah.
Lockie's already left the
We'll
building.
sort that out down the track.
Yeah, you'll be looked after.
Do you
a
have
little
that
bit.
conversation all the time with your family? If we won the lotto, what would you buy?
Don't have a family.
Oh, that's right.
Thanks for reminding me.
Well, maybe we could buy your family.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Yeah, 100 mil.
Woo! Every caller
Big
today
draw
on
tonight.
out.
So we're taking 30 mil, 30%. That's our cut.
Yeah.
Seems fair.
We've got some fresh meat here for asking the time-honoured question of if you won it, would we ever see you again? We've answered that question 100 times each. I think definitively it'd be like,
You're probably
stick
not.
it
Maybe
up,
not.
Stick it up, you know what?
Well, there might be a renegotiation of the terms. It's like, if I could
It would, surely,
broadcast from
too.
my super yacht,
Yeah,
it might be.
so you'd have the boat and you'd be broadcasting from the
Because
yacht.
I'd miss you guys and I want to do something
you
wouldn't
between
miss us.
the
It's been
2
Moses.
weeks. It's been
2 weeks. You can easily drop us now with
You've had longer holidays.
no mental.
Look, I'm trying to win you over here because chances are I'm not going to win. And I'm
Oh,
stuck with you
jeez.
guys.
Like
for
in
the
6 months'
foreseeable
time,
future.
Luttsy, she wouldn't remember which one is Luttsy and which
she
one's
would
Ash.
have no idea
Yeah,
about us. And I don't blame you. Like, of course, right?
We do the same.
Look, I'd take you on my yacht.
In fairness. No, you wouldn't.
Yeah,
Would you?
yeah, I would. Just to rub it in your faces.
What are you dickheads doing? How's work?
Yeah, what are the poor people doing today?
Radio in Brisbane.
Rob out of Redland Bay. So you're accepting the quick pick, mate, knowing full well that if you win the 100 mil, you owe us 30. So you'll get 70.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Yep.
Good man.
He's
Thank
happy
you.
with that.
Not greedy. Joel at Vic Point.
Hey, mate, how are you?
We're all right, Joel. So, yeah, you're going to give us 30 mil if you win?
30 mil.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. See how we go.
Oh, that's
See how we go.
That's
I'm not
problematic,
confident.
mate. It's not see how we go, buddy. That's a.
I think you might let us
In
on
this
his
bloke,
yacht,
you can
maybe.
tell this bloke will be a troublemaker if he wins.
Oh, yeah.
Joel, you don't get the tickets unless you agree to the split, mate.
I'd like to think I'd help everyone out, but truth of the matter is, I'd probably just like to buy a big boat, sit off a coast, and not talk to anyone.
Yeah, we'll buy one with
Oh,
70
see?
mil.
Yeah.
Joel and I can park our boats. Why don't we go fitty-fitty and we just buy two yachts and just park side by side and then just laugh about all the poor bastards that can't get on our boats?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, he's not giving
He's
us
not
any
even
No,
money.
he's not
50.
giving us the cut.
He's not relenting.
Yeah.
We've got
Ryan.
Ryan from Kashmir. Ryan?
Hey,
Oi.
hello.
How bad do you need to win the lotto?
Yeah, pretty bad. It'd be good to retire.
Yeah. How old are you? 24?
44.
45? Yeah,
Perfect
that's time.
retirement age,
That's
mate.
when you retire while you've still got
Yeah,
your
perfect
looks.
time.
You can drive a sports car without looking like
Still
a
got your looks.
predator.
Still got that winning smile, Ryan?
Katie out of Morningside.
Yeah, but by the way, it's a prerequisite, okay?
Yeah.
You're only getting this on
Only
the
call us.
prerequisite.
Exactly.
By calling, you're already saying you're agreeing to the terms and conditions.
We're not negotiating with you.
No,
This
yeah.
is it. No, don't call us
gotta give
if
us
you
a
don't want to
third,
split us.
Katie, you're going to give us a third, right?
Sure, yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Oh, said the big
She's
fat
right.
liar.
That's all right. She's
sure
got a
about
voice
that
on air.
That's
She said
it.
yes. That's
She
all you
said
need.
yes.
And Ivan, wrap us up. Is $70 million enough for you if you give us the cut?
Oh, yeah, I'll take that. But, we can negotiate a bit.
No negotiations, Ivan.
These people don't respect us.
Is that a Scottish accent I can hear?
They're tight, the Scots.
No, it's from the Caribbean.
Oh, you're Caribbean.
Oh.
Gosh.
Well, I know where we're all going when you win.
Yeah, where's the best place in the Caribbean, Ivan?
Well, the Isle of Spice. I'll let you Google that.
I'm on it now.
Sounds
my
like
friend.
some sort of weird sexual reference,
It
Ivan.
sounds like a 1-800 call. No, 1-900. What
Would you
are
like
the
to
rude
see
ones?
the Isle of Spice, young lady?
What are the ones where you call just to hear, like,
0055 used to be in the day.
that was quick.
Oh, so
Yeah,
quick.
There's a backstory.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
So Kendrick won Song and Record of the Year. He took home 5 Grammys in total, so the most awarded artist
And
yesterday.
he took
Won
every
category.
Grammy that he was nommed for.
Yeah.
Huge.
God,
That's big.
that is
Yeah.
big. And he didn't get all the fanfare on the red carpet. It wasn't all about him. He just kind of came in, cleaned
he?
up and left. Yeah.
Well, the talk of the red carpet was Kanye's wife.
Oh, who
Bianca.
whose name we finally know. So you could
Yes.
say that was, shocking what she did. But now we know her name's Bianca, don't we? She used to just be Kanye's woman.
Oh, is that a new revelation?
Well, I didn't know her name was Bianca, but now that she's revealed everything else.
She's an Aussie.
She's not the Aussie, is she?
Yeah, she's the Aussie.
Oh, she is the Aussie.
Yeah, she's an Aussie.
I was shocked
wow.
twice by that yesterday because the first clip that I saw was just when she backed to the paparazzi and dropped the coat or whatever she was wearing, and it just looked like she was nude from the back. That's where the video ended. So when I saw it again last night, and she turns around and it's all from the front.
Now, did she have any stitching on at all? Was it like a stocking
It was like a
type fabric?
stocking. Yeah.
But did that fabric, did it only sort of cling on to the sides? Because when she took the coat off and you could see her back, it looked like that was bare.
I think her back was bare. I think it just went around a butt and a frontal region.
How?
And
Glue.
I don't know. We'll ask her amazing stylist who put that ensemble together.
Who is it?
Maybe it did take more skill than we assumed. Hang on. They've done Kylie. They've dressed quite a few people.
Okay.
Who is it? Do we have a name?
No, it's just got people: Kylie, Troye Sivan, Addison Rae, Bad Babby. I mean, who could forget Bad Babby?
No, Bad
His
Barbie.
name is Gadir, is her stylist. Gadir
There
Rajab.
you go.
Gadir Rajab.
So
Wow.
Taylor Swift and Post Malone, obviously the two big stars of the year. How many did they take home?
Well, they're telling me Post Malone went home empty-handed.
Taylor Swift. Come on.
Gone.
How does that happen?
I know you're a huge
Come
Taylor Swift
on.
fan, but seriously, if Post Malone didn't open if he didn't own last year with that album, how can they award the best album to Beyonce for a country album?
Now this is gonna
That is
this
crazy.
is gonna sound
Nikki,
controversial.
nobody heard it.
Come on, that didn't even put a blip on the radar, that album. Post Malone.
Yeah. It didn't create a ripple.
Crossed universes.
Except for this song. Mickey.
This song, banging track, but who bought the album?
But it's
No one
like
bought the album.
it's like Post Malone. He genuinely crossed genres.
Yeah.
Brought together the best of the whole country world embraced him. They all did the duets with him.
Yeah.
And
Not a brass razor.
and the songs were unbelievable.
Yeah.
Everybody listened to it and it doesn't get rewarded at all. Like
Now-
nothing.
Come
I'm
on.
going to say something outrageous. I couldn't name a Post Malone song.
I had some help.
From the
I had some help.
country
It was
album,
the biggest song of the year, I
the
think.
Chris Stapleton song California Sober is unreal. He does
Just sing it.
Oh,
I'm so bad with like.
California Sober on a Highway 1.
Come on, they were big.
Yeah.
They were
Is
big
Is that what it
tracks.
actually sounds
yeah.
like? I still don't know.
Yeah,
What is
you
that
go to any
song?
country
No,
bar in the
yeah.
world, they were just playing him all year. They ain't playing no Beyonce. Come on, that's crazy chat. And then, I'm sorry, but did Taylor Swift release music?
No, I think she just toured. Did
Maybe
she
she
release
did.
anything?
Maybe. Well, what was she nominated for? She had to be nominated.
Was she nominated?
Yeah, well,
she was nominated for the new album.
Remember, she announced the album at last year's Grammys. And so, like, it's been,
come on,
it's a 2-year tour as well.
She can't go empty-handed. And the girl that Sabrina Carpenter, she lets support her on her world tour and made her who she is. Goes home with Grammys.
Yes. It's one of those obvious things. It's like beauty pageants, right? They usually award the person who's second best looking.
Well, that's wrong.
Because it's so obvious who the winner should be, and then they kind of go for the underling. I was so worried that Shannon Noll was going to win Australian Idol back in the day due to that syndrome, because Guy Sebastian was clearly the best, Ricky Lee equal best, but then, Shannon Noll was up there. I was panicking that he was going to take it out. But yeah, that kind of did happen. The people who are making billions from their music went home empty-handed to their super yacht to go and cry.
Well, they shouldn't do that. Like, it's the Grammys, right?
It is the Grammys.
It's not who's the second best. Who do we feel sorry for?
And that's what it is. It ends up being a wanky choice because Beyonce didn't do what Post Malone did. No.
Why have I never heard this?
This is California Sober. And this isn't even one of the ones that we've played on the radio.
The song we did with Morgan Wallen.
Oh, like that's... Come on. You haven't heard this?
This is what I hear every morning on the drive-in. I see you play it 3 times each.
Nicky, you know why?
There's a reson why after a year, because people still like listening.
That's it.
So hang on. So Post Malone...
This is Post Malone.
It's Post Malone.
Or is he country?
He's on a country album. That's what we're saying. That's the whole point.
Yes. And Beyonce's not country. Beyonce isn't.
I thought it was like urban something or other. Because all the tats and everything.
But he's gone country. He said when he turns 30, he's going to write a country album.
Well, country music is the most highly consumed music in the world, isn't it?
Well, it is now, but it's that hasn't always been the case.
I'm going to bring out a country album.
Yeah, well, you and everybody else now because,
it's a hot ticket.
Yeah, obviously.
What else was there?
I don't know.
Gaga and Bruno Mars took out Best Pop Duo.
Yeah, this is Chapel Roan. She was one of the best new artists.
Now, what's going on with Chapel Roan's outfit? I haven't really taken in much of Chapel Roan, but she's got a...
Maddie Rose has got one
She looks from another era.
Yeah, she's gone Elizabethan.
Elizabeth, something like that, yes.
But did you see her speech? Her speech was interesting.
Was she reading from a massive book?
She was... Oh, yeah, she had her notes book. Look, she's one of those proper artists, and she sings like a proper artist. Like, her voice is incredible. But she was just vouching for developing artists because she said during COVID, because she hadn't exploded yet, she couldn't afford her own health care. So it was not that long ago that she was an absolute struggling artist. So she's saying, to the record labels that sign developing artists for cheap to actually look after them and give them health care. And I think that's fair. Because over, America shot to shit their healthcare system, so they need it.
Did she politicise? How many of them politicised their speeches?
Oh, most of them.
That's not on.
Who did we see that was seen to be...
Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Come on, Alicia, wrap it up.
Yes.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
But in the full wrap up of the Grammys, Luttsy, we had some audio from a very special performance. Pulling together some maybe lesser known artists. Putting their spin.
It was the Grammys, and we needed some musical act, and then the wires got crossed somewhere, and we ended up with the Grannies. Yeah, the Burnborough Buskers, which is Mum's. It's not hers, but she's in this busking troupe,
right,
out at Burnborough where she lives in the retirement living out at Doomben. And they sing, they get a lot of requests, like some Paddy's Day, they'll sing Irish songs, but then they sing The Gambler and stuff like that. I think there's a gimp coming down the line to The Gambler from them.
Okay.
But yesterday...
So not the Grammys.
This is the Granny. So Mum and 3 of her friends, so there's 4 in total, and I think the 5th, we thought, well, they've got to do a top 5 Grammys. Mm-hmm. So they've done individual songs, and I think they joined forces for the 5th and final of our top 5 Grammys Grannies edition, the Burnborough Buskers.
4, 3, 2, 1. Ash, Luttsy, and Nikki Osborne's top 5 Grammys count. Oh, hang on, what's that say? Oh, Grannies. Top 5 Grannies countdown. Okay. Coming in at number 5. Judy.
They tried to make me go to rehab, but I say no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you'll know.
4. Nicola.
I can buy myself flowers, Write my name in the sand. Talk to myself for hours. Say things you don't understand.
Better than us.
3. Roz.
You're a rough guy, like a get riff guy. Just can't get enough guy. Just always so puff guy. I'm that type, make your mama sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, make you choose your dad type. I'm the bad guy. Duh.
Mrs. Luttrell.
Bitch better have my money.
Oh, yeah. This is a pay dispute.
Bitch better have my money.
Damn, that's urban.
Pay me what you owe me. Bitch better have my, bitch better have my, bitch better have my, bitch better have my, bitch have my money.
The Burnborough Buskers.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Don't be mad once you see that he won it. If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it. Ho ho, ho ho, ho ho ho, ho ho ho, ho ho ho, ho ho ho.
Top 5 Countdown.
Nova.
Oh, that was ridiculous. Oh, my God.
And a
I love
message to
that-
Five Arms with your mum's song.
What?
That was a message to Five Arms.
Yeah, well, that was the pay dispute
Yeah.
for that thing she did last year. But
Bitch, give me my money.
I love her going into it. It's like, oh, yeah, I probably won't say bitch. I'll just say bit or something because that's what Ash did last week.
Because I ran into Mrs. Luttrell coming out of the elevator
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
they arrived to come and do this, and she said, I have to sing this song, bitch, give
Yeah.
me my money. Are they having a lend of me, Nikki? And I said, you can pretty much guarantee they are, Mrs. Luttrell.
No, we're being serious.
And did she get paid for that too?
Not yet. So that's I don't know.
Might have
It's
to
not
take
my
her-
problem. We get your bloke
Well,
onto it,
that's
Andrew
definitely-
Taylor.
It's
Get him onto it.
It's definitely not my problem. Yeah.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I'm smarter than. I'm smarter than who?
The Brighton Answer deal is here, with one lucky person winning $100,000 off the price of their new home every month. Drop into your nearest Brighton display home today.
All right, we're running a bit late on time this morning, so we need to put the foot down. Andrew out of Birkdale. What's going on,
How you
mate?
going?
We got you?
Represent.
Gotcha. How are you?
Is that your neck of the woods?
Birkdale, God's country.
All right.
God country indeed.
What's the postcode?
4159. 4159. Instead of my tattoo in my back.
Yeah, there it is there. On your left butt cheek, actually, mate.
Mine's on my ankle.
Yeah,
man.
Better place to put it, really.
Andrew works in recruitment, and let's get into it, my friend, for $400. Here we go. And, Andrew, by the way, you got a ticket into the $100 million super draw tonight. A quick pick on us. If you win it, we take 30, you keep 70, which is a great deal for you.
Great deal for you, mate.
So,
I think that works for everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah,
exactly.
That's it, mate. All right, here we go. 30 seconds on the clock, and your time starts. Now, how many letters make up the board in a game of Boggle?
16.
Who was named Best New Artist at this year's Grammy Awards?
Chapel Roan.
What mammal was the first to be cloned as an adult in 1996?
Sheep.
What is the official currency of France?
The euro.
What is 63 plus 75?
138.
Stop the clock.
Oh,
Damn, baby. He not like her. He not like her. He not like you.
They not like us.
Yeah,
They not like us.
Yeah.
Wow.
4159 represent.
That's it. Brookdale.
What did Andrew have left?
4 seconds.
I mean, very, very difficult for Nicky to win this one. Let's bring in the game.
Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Bring in the game. Wow. Bring in the game.
Whoa. She's left her headphones off.
I don't want to hear the music. Wind me up. I don't want to know that time's running out. I want a clear head.
Nice.
That's interesting.
So I've
It's
opted.
unprecedented, but it's interesting.
Good thing. I like that.
So
I
it's
like
just
that.
me in the room.
It's just, yep, you in the room. Here we go. 30 seconds on
Well
the clock.
said, buddy.
And your time starts now. How many letters make up the board in a game of Boggle?
Oh, bloody hell. No, nothing.
Who was named Best New Artist at this year's Grammy Awards?
Chapel Roan.
What mammal was the first to be cloned as an adult in 1996?
Ugh, monkey.
What is the official currency of France?
Euro.
What is 63 plus 75?
138.
Stop the clock.
Oh,
Wow,
there's
wow,
a
wow,
Luttsies
wow.
in that.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, I can still hear the music going up at the end. Hang on, I'll put this back on. I could hear
The
it.
drama builds, doesn't it?
The drone build.
I could hear the.
Yeah, you know it's getting close. How many letters make up the board in a game of Boggle? Now, you chewed up the clock there.
I know. What did I say? Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
How many
And I thought you were
letters are
just
in
going to let
bloody
the
hell?
whole time run out. Then you said, I don't know. Andrew said 16. 16 is correct. So over to you, Andrew. How did you know that? I mean, when was the last time you played Boggle?
Oh, it has been a hot minute. But it was either 16 or 25, so I was taking a bit of a guess.
Oh, my goodness.
I didn't even know that.
I don't even know how to play Boggle.
I don't.
What was the question? How many what?
How many letters make up the board in a game of Boggle?
I've never seen Boggle. What does Boggle look
Isn't
like?
Boggle the one where you've got the dice, but the dice have got letters on them, and you sort
Yeah.
of
You
press
press that
down the
thing
button
Oh,
and
you
it
push
pops
that
up.
button thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't
see,
know
my
what-
mum never bought that from Toy World.
That's
so
too
I-
expensive. That
No,
one.
No.
Andrew must come from one of
I was
those
too
rich
busy-
families. That, you know,
Whereas I was playing with Barbies.
You've got a deck of Uno cards or something as far as we got, hey?
Yeah, pretty much.
We were in the same family.
it's 1-0 to Andrew. That, I mean, a stunning get. Who was named Best New Artist at this year's Grammy Awards? You both said Chapel Roan. That is correct, Amundo. Here she is.
Imagine if I didn't know that after talking about the Grammys all
But
morning.
it can happen, right?
Yeah, you can have brain explosions all over the shop.
That's the thing with this quiz.
It's 2-1. What mammal was the first to be cloned as an adult in 1996? Nikki said it was the monkey. Andrew said it was the sheep. Was that Dolly the
Dolly
sheep?
the sheep.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense because sheep all do look the same anyway. How would you even know they've cloned one? You're like, bah, bah.
Yeah,
What?
you go, yeah,
Honestly.
look,
What's the point?
absolutely
What's the
identical.
point?
Yeah. Now, the official currency of France, as I chose.
Oh, that nearly tripped me up. I was going to say the franc.
Well, you do go there quite often to buy your shoes.
I don't normally pronounce it France, but I did both times there. And you both said it was the euro, and that has been the case since 2002. So you both get the point for that.
Oh, look at you acting smart, reading the stats off the page.
Now,
He's just
63.
I don't want
no,
to do this game anymore.
And 63 plus 75 is 138. Impressively, you both got that, but it's not enough
I
to save
still
you, Nikki.
lost. I
Andrew
quit.
was
I'm
outstanding. Andrew has won 5-3.
Matt, you boys
$400. And you've won $400.
Now I'm going to be a bad loser here.
She's spitting the dummy.
I'm spitting the dummy because I look stupid.
You remind me of that Zavalenka or whatever at the Australian Open, spitting
Yeah.
the dummy. And yeah, it's
Yeah,
not,
like
not
me.
about you. It's about Andrew. He
Blah,
won.
blah, blah.
Yeah,
I
Andrew
hate
won.
you. I don't want to sing it for a
And
week.
hang on,
Storm's off.
let's cut the important deal here. That Andrew, if you win the lotto tonight, or the power, what is it? If you
Oz
win
Lotto.
if you win the Oz Lotto for 100 mil tonight,
He's already agreed.
We've got the 30 mil. Okay, I'm just confirming. That's all. You know what I mean?
I'm happy to make it 65-35 if it makes Nikki happy.
There you
Oh,
go.
now
there
I
you
like
go.
Andrew
See?
again. Oh,
There you go.
I've been shown up twice by
Well done,
Andrew
mate.
today.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I see page 3 of the papers today, the story emanating from the podcast I do with Chris Jones, Tour of the Games, Brisbane 2032. We had Rob Woodhouse on the podcast yesterday. He's the
Really?
CEO of Swimming Australia. And a great guy. He's doing some good things with Swimming Australia, but we managed to sort of squeeze out of him a bit of an exclusive around this like a BBL Big Bash style swimming league that he wants to bring to Australia. So
A big
basically,
splash.
yeah, something like that. I guess a BBS.
I just got a clap from Nick in the
There you
booth.
go, the big splash. Okay, lock that in, record that, time code that. If we
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
of that, if we thought of that, we get free
Patent that.
free
Yep.
tickets at the very least. Yeah, which is pretty cool. Like we were sort
Good
of talking,
tickets too.
yeah, with the best tickets, the platinum. Yeah, yeah, because we were kind of talking about how with some of these sports, like obviously athletics and swimming, we kind of and Noah Lyles, who's a 100-meter Olympic champion in swimming in athletics,
Who Gout's been training with.
Gout's been over in Arizona training with. He put on his podcast recently saying that when you think about it, for these guys that aren't making any money in athletics and swimming, you're not doing it for the cha-ching.
Yeah.
You're doing it for the love of the game. Like you're kind of like putting yourself out there every day of your life on the hope that every 4 years, if everything goes absolutely perfectly and lightning strikes, you get a chance to, be the best in the world. It's a pretty absurd kind of...
But then you can flog Weet-Bix to everyone's kids for the next 10 years.
You can. But if
it's
everything
far between, isn't it?
In track and field, and even in swimming, you've got to be top 0.001% to get that Weet-Bix deal. So my point is, it's 4 years. So the flip side of that is for fans and for kids and for all the people that want to be part of that. Like becoming part of that journey is hard because you're only in the spotlight once every 4 years, essentially. Like most people don't give a rat's behemoth about swimming or athletics except for the Olympic Games. Right?
So then if the big splash becomes a thing, it's a way of having a league lead up in between.
100%. You start engaging fans and they become part of the journey. You've got a buy-in.
You're watching the young guns.
Yeah, and you know their story, or you might be having a dialogue with them on social media where you're reaching out and things like that.
It's kind of like in swimming and in athletics. I know they have the World Championships, but for whatever reason, it doesn't,
It's not the same as Olympics. I mean, in a broad sense, is it?
But it's like if you had a league or AFL or something, and you only played rep games or something.
It's like
something
State
like
of
that.
Origin was only once every 4 years.
There's no club competition that can galvanise the sport and sort of week in, week out.
Which means it's hard for a fan to get buy-in, to get emotional connection to an athlete or to a team,
Well, also
whatever
for the
it
athlete
is.
to get compensated as well,
Exactly.
because if you can create something that can garner an interest on a commercial level, then you'll be able to...
Yeah, so through COVID they had an international swim league, which is Ukrainian billionaire funded, but then they don't want sort of pear-shaped with political whatever. That lasted 3 years, but that gave swimmers a real opportunity to monetise and also to stay out in the mix of things in between the Olympic cycle. And that's what Rob Woodhouse is saying, that we have a domestic league, so a similar sort of made-for-television sort of thing like the BBL does in cricket, where those cricketers that otherwise, unless you're at the top 11 or whatever, top 20 or 30 people in the country playing T20 or ODIs or Test matches, Shield players weren't really getting any. No one knew who they were. The BBL's exposed all these people to a new audience.
It's a great product
and new sponsors.
Successful product.
Yeah, exactly. So that's pretty cool.
So how's he going to do it? Like, what is the format of the?
Well, it's pretty vague at this point, but it'd be a domestic comp, so you'd have teams. So it might be a bit of like old It's a Knockout, like the old Queensland Marlins and, blah, blah, blah. And they compete in that sort of thing. And then you have internationals that might come in as, like the same as BBL. Like BBL has international players that come in and do that. And again, it's specifically made for television. So it's like triathlon did it in the 90s really well. They had that Tooheys Blues series, which became the St George Bank Triathlon series, which got me obsessed with triathlon through my teens. That got me so interested in sport and athletics, just through watching I was on Channel 10 initially, just a really sexy, made for TV. It was fun to watch. They had drop-in pools and short, sharp, quick, and you fell in love with Brad Bevan and Greg Welch and all these guys like that sort of thing. Miles Stewart. So you remember that if you were around that era. So I reckon that's a really cool thing that hopefully Rob Woodhouse can get up. And there's a story about it in the paper today, page 3 of the Courier Mail, and you can check the podcast. Tour the Games Brisbane 2032 has just dropped.
Nice work.
Latest step.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
Yeah.
So when does summer officially finish? End of Feb?
Yep.
Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
So we need to pull our finger out here. We're having an end of summer party. We have to stage it. It's still in season. Well, it's still in season.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Yeah.
So it's only a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
I like our theme. I like what we came up with yesterday.
Oh, the Slim Aaron's theme, which we've renamed Retro Resort.
I think we needed that because you guys, when we were talking about, a dress or something a couple of weeks ago, and you guys said Slim Aaron's, I'm going to put my hand up. I'd never heard of... I didn't know that was a thing.
Mitch, neither did I.
It was a
he's got
person's
a country
name.
album.
But as soon as it was explained to me, I've seen the print.
I
so
can
I know,
see those pictures
I
in
know
my
the
head.
vibe.
Yeah. They kind of look like they belong on like the cover of a vinyl album, like something
Yes.
really cool, that sort of sepia tone, really cool clothes beside a pool or something like that.
Exactly.
So, retro resort. That's what we're going for.
So that's the theme. So what are we chasing now? Because we need obviously somewhere to have it.
I think
That's a big one.
location.
Yeah.
There you go. I mean,
Location,
that's a big, we could lock that away.
So we need like poolside with like
I think so.
kind
There
of
has to be a
retro
pool.
umbrellas, like
What'd you
Palm
say?
Springs
Palm Springs.
style.
Palm Springs. Yeah.
But it's not just like any type of pool either. Like it's not like it's not like a kidney bean shaped pool. One of those traditional.
No, with like
doesn't-
Pebble Creek. We can't do Pebble
No,
Creek.
it's
No,
a
it's got
rectangle.
a
This is not a Pebble Creek deal.
No,
It's
like an
rectangle and blue.
Yeah.
Infinity Edge style.
Infinity Edge would be nice.
Infinity.
Skyline.
Yeah.
13, 24, 10, by the way, if you know of a good location, based on some of the parameters we're laying
We're
out.
narrowing the field somewhat.
And not like Centenary Pool, just over the road. That's not quite
Great
it either.
pool.
It's a rectangular pool, but
Yeah,
it's not.
it's also retro,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it kind of almost would work. But it's not quite, I don't think. We don't want a 50-metre pool.
No.
It's got to be a recreational pool.
The only grandstanding that'll be happening will be Lutsy's outfit.
Don't you dare.
He's not dressing himself, thank God.
Am I?
No, the team are dressing you.
What team?
You're getting a stylist.
Oh,
Same one
yeah.
that Bianca got yesterday.
Oh, right. Excellent.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait for that photo shoot.
Arseless chaps. Awesome.
You're going to go.
I didn't know I was getting a
You're going to
stylist.
go in a bear rug, and then you just slip the bear rug off.
Yeah. I don't like getting stylists at work because if you spill drinks on them, which I do, they try and sting you.
Oh God!
Oh,
That was
really?
20.
That's
That was.
happened?
Nick,
Yeah.
in fairness, it was 20 years. ago.
$300.
It literally was 20 years
That
ago.
happened to me 20 years
Yeah,
ago
exactly.
as well.
So
It
that's
was
why I don't
Eddie
like work
Maguire
dressing men.
elbowed
Have you never shut up about it as well?
Eddie
Well, I'm
Maguire
firing
elbowed
up
her.
again now. You've picked the scab.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was
The
an
fines
espresso
I've paid
martini.
at this joint, I kid you not. Be careful, Nikki.
Okay, you can rack
Espresso
up
martini.
fines.
Yes, it wasn't even your fault.
No.
They made me wear a white suit to a party and I spilled some scotch on it.
Scotch comes out. What are they carrying on about?
Yeah, those bloody shops, they sell them.
Stupid shops.
Stupid shops.
Stupid retailers staying alive.
Anyway,
We're not going to have
we
to worry about
digress.
that. We're not going to have to worry about that. We do need a location, though. 13, 24, 10, Ash, Luttsy, and Nicky
Yes.
Osborne's end of
What do you
summer
reckon?
party.
What do you reckon?
Like, what, location-wise?
Yeah, location-wise.
Somewhere with a good back. We need a good backdrop, or is that not as important as the pool sort of
Some
air
backdrop's
pool-ish?
important. Something that showcases Brisbane as well, or what?
Oh, that'd be
Help.
nice.
We got to get. I mean, we're looking at some of the inspiration of what these Slim Aaron sort of photos look like. I think we'd probably need a good backdrop of the city.
Yeah.
We're going to get a good snap of the team.
We're going to
and
dirty the
guests.
foreground, but really, the true hero is Bris Vegas
Oh,
in the background.
Isn't it always?
The Ash, Luttsy and Nicky Osborne podcast.
The only way to farewell summer. Ash, Luttsy and Nicky Osborne's end of summer party.
I'm chasing paradise with you.
The end of summer party coming up on Feb 27.
Yeah, we throw good parties here. That's one thing I will say. This is going to be the biggest and the best end of summer party that you will have.
I do know how to party.
Yeah?
I'm better at partying than breakfast radio. I can party hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that'll be good. We'll get a chance. And this is only going to be a couple of weeks away.
Yeah.
I don't think we've locked in a date yet. We don't even have a venue.
Feb 27. We've got a date.
Do we? Feb 27.
So it's falling at the end of summer.
Last week of summer.
We do need a location. That's what we've got calls coming in on 13, 24, 10. Talking about our parties now, great parties of the past. If this is the same Ollie that I'm thinking of, Ollie's been to most of our parties.
Oh, Ollie.
Hey, Mitch. Yeah, it's me, mate.
That's Ollie.
It's me.
This is him.
Well, he'd know. As far as our locations go, he'd be up for a great suggestion.
Ollie's been to nearly every one of our parties that we've ever had. And you can agree, Ollie, we have good parties, don't we?
Mate, they're the best. Yeah, never had a bad time. They're always awesome times, yeah. Awesome memories, too.
Pearl coming?
Yeah, oh, bloody hell. She wouldn't let me bring a mate. It'd have to be Pearl.
No way, Jose.
I ran into Ollie and Pearl over Christmas, over at Stratty. Mm-hmm. Is that where is that where you're tipping, Ollie, that we should have the?
Yeah, mate. That's where I was hoping.
Where would you do it at Stratty?
Mate, we'd have to go to the Stratty Hotel.
Is there a pish posh part of the Australian
It's
hotel?
beautiful views.
There is a
beautiful views.
Oh, good view, says Paul.
If you wanted one in the city, but we could take it back to where one of the original parties was at one of the Valley nightclubs.
Birdie Num Nums is what you're thinking
Yeah, that
of.
was a good one.
Jeez, that was a
cracker.
loose night. Remember Warwick Kappa had his nose job and he jumped on stage and crashed, I think, End of Fashion or something was playing.
We got a photo with him there. Eh? He had his nose all bandaged up.
Did he have that plaster on his nose in the picture?
He certainly did. It was funny as.
He literally just got a nose job like 2 days before.
I'm just trying to imagine how dusty we're going to be on the Friday because that's a Thursday.
It's such a flawed.
That's going to be such a terrible show.
Yeah, Alicia came in before explaining to
I won't be
to Nikki
here.
going, we're doing a Thursday so we can on the Friday then we can reflect on the event. I'm like, well, that's ridiculous
From the
I can
hospital?
barely talk. No, you're right.
I don't pull up well.
It's a bad concept.
Oh no!
Ash does a lot of heavy lifting.
It'll be
on those Fridays.
That's what Luttsy always says, but Luttsy invariably comes in.
Yeah, sometimes I'm hot.
Something happens and they'll get a bee in his bonnet. Luttsy will come in hot.
Yeah, sometimes I come in hot.
Cara and a ring.
It just depends. It depends.
You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Where are we heading off to, Cara? What's your thoughts?
You cannot get more slim errands than the Carlisle Hotel in Brisbane.
Oh, that's a fair play.
It does have a pretty
That's
good
a
vibe.
fair play.
That's actually a really fair play. Yeah.
That is like
nice.
That's a very strong contender for sure.
Yeah.
They've even got the right brollies. Sorry, continue.
Just Lee out of McDowell. Like this would have been perfect. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, mate, I'm digging the old 70s vibe, the old Pink Poodle Motel with the motor inn, the square pool, and plenty of shady deals going on around there.
On the GC?
Yeah, but in 1960s, 1970s, he wants to go back to the Pink Poodle.
1965, yeah.
Is that the kind of place? Hang on, I think I remember this place.
The Pink Poodle?
Yeah. Lots of shoes hanging over power lines in front of the Pink Poodle.
Yeah. These days, it's a different vibe.
What happens on tour stays on tour.
Yes, of course.
That's it. Who else we got?
Julie out of Southbank.
Hey, Julie.
I don't think there is any better place to party than the iconic rooftop bar at Emporium, the Terrace.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Under the stars, the roof opens up. It's amazing.
It's got a cracking view too.
Cracking view.
And what kind
Can't
of
be
pool
beat.
does it have? Does
Is it
it
a
have
pool?
a square or rectangular pool?
Beautiful infinity edge pool, rectangular.
You know
all
what?
LED lit.
That would be
sounds
ideal
good.
because you'd have the city as the backdrop. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, you've got that. So you got that iconic. Yeah, you're
Yeah, I'm
right.
Googling the
What about
image now.
What was that date, Mitchell? James?
Feb 27. So yeah, just over 3 weeks away.
Oh, it's got good umbrellas and date palms.
that looks good. That looks good.
And piped. It's got piping on the sun lounge cushions, which is
Yeah,
very
gorgeous
much of
plastic.
the Slim Aaron.
That's the look.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's perfect location.
As my friends would say, that's a vibe.
Oh, well, that's a vibe.
That's a vibe.
Oh my god, yeah, look at that. Yeah,
Oh, we
iconic
can
view.
soiree the shit out of that place.
So eloquently put.
Well, let's remember who we are.
Julie,
And who we're gonna try
are you
and be.
from the Emporium, Julie?
I am, yes.
Oh, well.
So I'm a little bit biased, but you know. it's
Hang
not
on,
the
can we
best
make a
place
deal
to-
happen, can we?
Well, can you check the
Of course
27th
we
of
can.
Feb?
We've already checked it. We've made it clear just for you guys.
And you're
Okay.
open for us to soiree the shit out of it.
This is the official.
That's a deal.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Brilliant. Thank you,
Okay.
Julie.
I don't think anyone.
Woohoo.
Yeah, everyone's
We'll
on
lock
board
that
with
in.
that.
Done.
Buzzman?
Personal invite.
Buzzman's outside. He's got his thumbs in the air. So that's a deal. We're locking that in, Julie.
One box tick.
Great to have you. We'll get working on the soiree, hey?
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Hey, Nikki, do you think that as a result of Kanye's wife Bianca going nude on the red carpet, but actually owning it, like it's not technically nude because she had like the stocking material.
Stocking, yeah.
Can you see her nips?
You see everything.
You could see everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, what do I want to look at? Is it blurred out in?
Why am I not looking at it? That's what
No,
you're
Chris
thinking.
Jones's career mail.
No,
because it looks that nude colour.
They must have filtered it out or something, but you could see everything.
Well,
do
they'll-
you
downstairs.
reckon that will catch on?
No.
No, you go to
It's
jail.
been done now. Yeah, and you will go to jail. But no. She's done it now, and that's about as low as you can go on a red carpet stunt, I would
Can you
imagine.
see it downstairs,
You
Mitch?
can see a hoo-ha.
You could see everything.
Hang on.
Oh, Mitch has got the uncensored version.
Oh, Elon's ex has got. It's good for all that sort of stuff. He doesn't
got
believe
a
in censorship.
cha-cha
We know.
out.
Nude. That's nude.
But she just looks like a deer in headlights. Like you say she's owning it. She looks startled, like a stunned mullet.
I love how she keeps
I
pulling,
think
she
so.
keeps pulling down the dress. Like, what are you pulling down? You're wearing glass.
Can I look at that?
Like, she pulls it down like, we're gonna be. I'm a lady.
And Kanye moved away as well. Like he was saying, "No, this is your moment."
What a moment. What a moment to have.
I think we've lost Ash there just for a second.
Well, it's just so funny. I'm sitting here watching Kanye's nude wife on your phone, Mitch, as your wife texts you.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.